Alright, this is a scraper I built in n8n to get company leads from Google Maps and business website. I'm actually using a Apify, which is a scraper to scrape Google Maps for leads. With Apify, you don't have to worry about IP blocks, protecting proxies, delays, capture detection, and all that. Besides, you can easily integrate these two with n8n. Normally, one can scrape leads like company names, websites, phone numbers, reviews, addresses, and so on from Google Maps. But Google Maps doesn't show emails publicly. In other words, you can't get email addresses by scraping Google Maps, unless the business manually adds it to their website metadata, which is very, very rare. So we'll have to somehow scrape the website URLs to get these email addresses. When we are done, we upload this business list to our CRM, which is Google Sheet. Let me walk you through the project so you understand how it works. The workflow starts with a form trigger, where you enter your keyword, your company location, and the number of leads. The default number is actually 10. Once the form is submitted, they run an actor node, start the actor, and wait for it to finish. Actor is just an Apify term for the word scraping. This node stores the actor's output in a dataset, which becomes available only when the scraping is completed. We use the getDataset items node to grab these results from the dataset. Because Apify returns lots of information, we'll have to grab only the ones we need. That's what we are using the grab desired feed for. The limit node is actually optional because already we've provided a number of leads we want. Up until this stage, we're able to get business leads, but without email addresses. So we'll have to scrape business websites in order to get these email addresses. And we do that in 3 stages, right? The first stage, which is the first loop, is where we scrape business websites to get markdown. The second stage, which is the second loop, is where we'll extract email addresses from this markdown. Then the last stage is where we'll filter and upload the content to our CRM. Okay? Alright, back to the first stage. In the first loop, we are using this pass URL node to grab the website URL. Then we'll have to clean the URL in order to remove query parameters and fragment if found. So that way we'll return a full path like example.com/contact or facebook.com/the actual Facebook page. Okay. The next node is the user agent. So we use this node to randomize user agent headers. I actually provided 5 of them. The essence is to mimic real browsers and devices, like using a Windows 10 on Chrome browser, iPhone on Safari browser, macOS on Safari browser, and so on. This makes the request appear more human and reduces the risk of detection or blocking. And the next is a HTTP request. So we're using a direct HTTP request to scrape these URLs in order to return HTML. Then with the help of a Markdown node, we convert this HTML to Markdown. By the way, you can actually use web scrapers. They're actually designed to scrape email addresses. There are popular ones like Firecrawl, Brightdata, and so on. So with them, you don't have to worry about scraping threat and all that. But I feel my workflow is actually faster when designed properly. So I just want to let you know. Okay? Alright, so the next node is the random wait. Here I introduce a random delay between 2 and 7 seconds. This helps avoid triggering rate limit and reduces likelihood of being flagged as a bot. And the last node in the loop is the merge node. With this node, I merge the markdown and the previous leads from Google Maps. Okay, we'll move to the second stage, which is the second loop. Here we are using the extract email address node to extract email address from the markdown. I added a 1 second wait node. Okay, the merge node, just like we did previously. That's what this is, the work of this. Okay, we'll move to the last stage. So here we have to filter leads with only email addresses. So that's what this is for. Then we'll grab our desired feed and upload the content to our CRM, which is the Google Sheet. Okay, so that's the breakdown of the whole thing. Okay, let me show you how this works in real time. I execute the workflow. You enter keyword, let's say road construction. Location is let's choose New York. The number of leads, let's say 20. Okay. Alright. So you start executing. So the Apify will take a Just few seconds. Okay, let me move this here so you can see it very well. Alright, the first loop is executing. Because we have 20 items, this loop will have to, execute 20 times. So that's what it's doing. Okay, we are done with the first loop. Move to the second loop. Here we extract the email address from the markdown. Okay, we are done. Wow. And that's it. So previously we had 5 leads, but with this we're able to script for I think we're able to script for 10 or 11 leads more. Okay, let me open our CRM very well so that you can see. Alright, so this is what we have: the ID, website, business name, category, and all that. So we added from 6 to 15 leads. Okay.